Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FGO video. Today we're here on the 5th anniversary. Finally it's here. We have the embodiment of the arts meta, Castoria. It's no secret at this point, she is one of the best units in the game. If you're on the fence about rolling for her, please God roll for her. As you can see, we don't really have that many Saint Courts. Like, we have... You take the tickets into account, we have roughly like 350 Saint Courts, which isn't nothing, but it's not as much as I should have saved for this banner, for sure. I was a little negligent with my Saint Courts, but hey, what happens, I guess. Hopefully we get her. Because God knows, I've had so much trouble bringing myself to play my NA account recently. It's just such a slog using quick meta. But anyways, arts meta is finally here. It's just like it is on JP, more or less. My looper, if I manage to get Castoria, is going to be Musashi, which should be interesting. I've never actually looped with Summer Musashi before, so I'm interested to see how that goes. Of course, Summer Kama is going to come out in another year, and you know I'm rolling for that. But until then, we got Summer Musashi to back us up. Oh, that was double-sided. I would love it if we could just end the video here. Fuck this book, man. It's without fail this caster. Like, give me any other caster and I'm like okay with it, but the fucking book, like, come on, man. Anyways, I would have loved it if that was Castoria. I do want to have some Saint Courts to roll for Kama when she gets her reroll, but beggars can't really be choosers in this situation. If I get Castoria, I guess that's a win no matter what. But like I was saying, sorry if I'm kind of like mellow sounding. I mentioned it in the GSSR video, but I did have a little bit to drink. My girlfriend came over, we had some yakitori, and then I can't for the life of me remember what the alcohol is called, but the alcohol content is like super high. I just had like a tiny teacup of it, basically. And I'm not like wasted, but I am quite a bit tipsy at the moment, which, hey, I mean, you're gonna celebrate the 5th anniversary, you might as well do some drinking, right? You know, we do a little drinking here. That's all I'm gonna say. Alcohol, really strong. Taste-wise, pretty disgusting, I have to admit. As are these rolls. These rolls are a little disgusting at the moment. We got a yellow cube, which I mean is not nothing, but we'll do these 10 tickets, and then I think I'm gonna do a hyper skip, and then from there, if we still don't have her, I'll do a Kita Sean. We're basically just going to try out every method to see if we can get her. I was kind of hoping we would have some of these Saint Courts left over. I do think that is very wishful thinking. I think the reality of the situation is going to be is we don't get her probably. And then I'm probably going to have to rush through Lost Belt 5.2 to try to get more Saint Courts for her. I could wail for her. I do have, like, I am working right now, so like it is something I could do, but I don't really know that I want to. I've kind of gotten to the point I don't really like wailing on NA. I don't like wailing at all anymore, to be honest, but especially on NA. I feel like I've kind of transitioned into JP being my main account. But I don't know, that might change if I manage to get Castoria on NA. The main reason I don't like playing NA is just I don't like quick looping. It's just such a pain to do. It's really unsatisfying. I'm kind of over it at this point. But yeah, I guess I should talk about Japan. Every time I've tried to make a video up until now, it's been like a 2 or 3 minute video because whatever servant I'm rolling for has decided to bless me. I don't know. Where do I even start? It's been like 3 months since I got here. Like work's been all right. I've been going out a lot. I've been visiting like the various districts in Tokyo. Where have I been at this point? Asakusa, Shinjuku, Shibuya. Oh, that was a Fran. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you, Quick Meta's out at the moment, Fran, but I am happy to see you. I will not turn my nose up at a Fran. But, there's a couple of other districts I've been to. Tokyo's a big place, man. Like, I can't even begin to describe how big it is. Like, when I say a district, each district is basically the size of a big city. And you put all the districts together, and that's Tokyo. So Tokyo itself is pretty massive. So I'll look at what that does later, but I've never seen that CE before, which leads me to believe it's probably not very good. But yeah, I've gotten very accustomed to riding the trains here. Pretty much, if you want to go anywhere, you ride the train. They do have like Uber services, but they're like absurdly expensive. I looked it up the other day. I was thinking about catching a ride somewhere. For like a 10-mile trip, it's legit like $80. It's a pretty ridiculous amount. The trains, on the other hand, are like dirt cheap. I can get from where I live to Tokyo. It's about like an hour and 15-minute trip. It costs what's the equivalent of probably like $2.50. Like it's pretty cheap. The downside is it's like from here to like the center of Tokyo, I think is only 15 miles. If you were driving, that's like roughly a 15-minute trip. By train, it's closer to an hour, so that's the downside. It's a lot cheaper, but it does take up a lot of time. Like, it's not that there's nothing, or there's nothing, has been nothing. Sorry, I don't know why that sentence was so difficult for me. It's not that nothing has happened in the last 3 months. It's just I've made so little videos, like I don't even know where to start. Well, first I guess I'll start with my apartment. So, first thing I learned about Japanese apartments is no central cooling unit. Basically, usually is the apartments have like one really big room, and then there's like a hallway that leads up to the room, and usually in the hallway there's like a kitchen, and to the side there might be a bathroom and a shower room. But like the main apartment is just like one big room usually, and you have an AC in that room. And what you do is you close the door to what's essentially your living room / bedroom, and the AC keeps that area cool. But there's no actual like central cooling. There's just a AC unit in the room. And it wasn't really an issue until very recently, when it started becoming like 40 Celsius almost every day. Like Fahrenheit wise, I think it's like 97 or 98 degrees. Like, it's pretty hot. And like it can keep my main like living room area kind of cool, the AC that is, but when I go into the like hallway that leads into the main room, it just feels like I'm outside. Like, it's actually so hot, and it really sucks because that's where like my kitchen is. Like, if I want to cook something, I have to stand in that scorching hot hallway. And also, like, my bathroom is there as well, so, like, if I have to use the bathroom, I have to sit in what's essentially, like, 100-degree weather. On God, like, it is also so humid here. Like, you wouldn't believe how humid it is. It's ridiculous. Every day when I go to work, I feel like I'm walking out into an oven. It's unreal. But aside from the recent temperature changes, the coming of summer, it's actually been pretty lit here. Let's see, there's like a really big mall near me I've visited a couple of times. It's like absolutely massive. I spent an entire day exploring just one floor of the mall, and the mall... Get the saber out of here. It's nothing. But the mall is like 5 floors, and it took me like an entire day just to explore a single floor. Like, the mall is ridiculously big. It's also a fair bit of parks near me, and then of course, like, if I want to go into Tokyo, it's like an hour ride, so I can do stuff there. I don't know. I've enjoyed living here. I do feel kind of awkward sometimes. Like, there are moments where, like, I'll be sitting on the train, for example, and it's like pretty obvious people are like avoiding me. Like, normally the trains are pretty cramped. There's no like empty seats, but like if I sit down in a seat, usually people will leave seats open around me. I don't think it's anything like malicious. I just think they're not really used to seeing foreigners, especially since the COVID-19 lockdowns. So they just don't really know what to make of me. Again, I don't think it's anything malicious. Like, I don't take it personally, but like I definitely do notice it. Because of that, I just try to stand up on the train, honestly. I don't... Like, I want to sit down, but I don't want to take up what's essentially 3 seats just to sit down, so... I've gotten to where I just stand up most of the time. I've talked, like, 0% about the rolls, I'm realizing. I'm, again, like... I'm not drunk, but I am pretty tipsy. I don't think we've gotten Castoria yet. Like, I'm gonna be honest, we could have gotten Castoria and I could have missed it, but I don't think that's happened. I might want to double check after this, to be fair. But, oh god, food has been amazing here. The one thing I will complain about, though, is like... Is that double-sided? I mean... Yeah, that's about what I expected. Yeah, the food is amazing here. One thing I will complain about is if you want a burger here, dude, it is so expensive. I went to like a burger place and it was like a medium-sized burger. Like, it was nothing special. And it cost like $20 for the burger. It was ridiculous. But if you want any Japanese food, they got you covered. Obviously, like, Japanese food is like dirt cheap here. Yakitori, like, there are some places where you can get one yakitori for like 100 yen, which right now is like 85 cents basically. And then the convenience stores are basically grocery stores. You can get like omuresu there, you can get curry, you can get onigiri, you can get donuts. Recently I found out there's like this frozen frappuccino you can get. So like, you go to the freezer section, you take out this, it's just like a block of ice, basically like iced coffee, and they have like a special little machine you put it in and it turns it into like a latte, a frozen latte. Sorry about that. I had to go answer the door. I've been waiting on my debit card to show up for a while now, and it's like really annoying the way it works here when you want to get something from the bank, at least my bank. When they like deliver something, you have to be there to sign for it, and if you don't sign for it, then you have to like schedule them to come back. And they don't have like a specific time to schedule, they just give you like these really broad options. So like today, for example, not gonna say the actual time, but like if you wanted something delivered, your options would be like 12 to 4. So you have to sit around for 4 hours waiting for it. But long story short, I've been waiting on some documents from my bank for like a month now. They finally showed up. I missed them. Had to get them redelivered. And then they finally showed up and I have them. So hopefully I can actually get my Japanese bank account set up, because that has been such a struggle. I've sent in the paperwork quite a few times, but every time there's like some minute error and they'll like send it back. Like for example, my we have these things called Zairyu cards, which are essentially like your foreigner ID cards. And my name is written like in a very weird way on the card. And because of that, sometimes when I'm filling out the documents, I kind of forget to sign it exactly as it is on the card. And the bank is really picky about that. Like if you put a capital A instead of a lowercase a, or like vice versa, they'll send it back just over that. And that has happened quite a few times. I think I've sent in the paperwork like 3 or 4 times to the bank at this point. And we're back again. Sorry about that. I hate that I keep making cuts in the video, but this time it was my girlfriend coming back with our dessert. We had some kakigori, which is literally just shaved ice. The 7-Eleven here actually has this really cool kakigori where it's like lemon flavored, so it's like lemon flavored shaved ice. But they have they add like a frozen lemon on the top of it, and it's actually really delicious. I can't think of anything similar in the like United States. I know we do have just like lemon shaved ice, but I don't think we have anything where we add like real fruit to the shaved ice. I do think that's pretty unique. But yeah, we had that. It's been about an hour since the cuts. Let me make sure we're recording. I needed a little break. I'm sure everyone noticed, but the rolls weren't going super well. I thought maybe if I took a little bit of a breather, things might change for us a little bit. I am sweating a little bit. We are down to the last 100 Saint Courts, and we don't really have any tickets left. It's just like I have to decide, if I don't get her, do I want to wail? Because like it's like a difficult situation. Like I don't really want to invest any money in my NA account because I don't play it super often. But the reason I don't, oh, rainbows, baby. Please, God, make everything I set up until now be... Yes, let's go. Yay. Okay, that's what we wanted to see. Like I was trying to say, the reason I don't play my NA account is because I don't have Castoria. It's just so much more convenient playing in the arts meta. So it's like, I don't want to invest money because I don't have Castoria, but like, if I invest money, I could have Castoria. But anyways, it doesn't matter now we have Castoria. I thought about rolling for MP2 Castoria. I actually do think the MP levels on her are pretty useful if you're into doing like challenge quest videos or anything like that. But I'm more interested in rolling for Kama when the Oku event gets a rerun. So I think we're done here. I think that's just going to be it after these rolls. which I am fine with. Hello, Castoria.
こんにちは。キャスターアルトリアと申します。実のところ、サーバントというのはよくわからないですが、魔術なんかでお役に立てるなら遠慮なくお使いください。え、魔術はなんかじゃない？うわぁ、こっちの世界ではそうなんですか？
Oh, we were cutting it a bit close there, but hey, we got her. We had no business getting her probably, but we got her. I'm gonna do a roll. See if we can't get King Protea. I don't need King Protea, but I mean if we could get her, okay. You know what? I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna keep rolling till I get a servant. Once I get the servant, we're done. Okay, that's a servant. We're done. I you know I had to try at least. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Give one final farewell to Scotty. You will be missed, although I'm still gonna use you a fair bit for anything involving Kama, I suppose, but when it comes to farming, you will be missed. Anyways, super excited to finally be moving on into the arts meta. I hope you guys had some fruitful rolls, and I look forward to seeing you guys again at the 6th anniversary. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again next time. Later.